Have you ever asked yourself, what do men really want? Not what they say in public, not what they pretend to want on social media, but what they really want when they are thinking about marriage? Welcome to Marriage Insight, where we transform hard-earned wisdom into clear, visual insights. In today's explainer, let's get right into it. So, welcome to Marriage Insight. Today, we're opening up a really warm, safe space to share some honest advice straight from married women to single ladies. We're going to break down the realities of love, emotional maturity, and choosing the right partner. And listen, we're doing this not to scare you and definitely not to judge you, but to empower you with the kind of wisdom so many people only learn after the wedding day. Okay, let's dive into this truth together. Think of this as an empathy to empowerment journey, because the reality is, the difference between marrying well and marrying wrong, it's rarely a lack of beauty. It's not a lack of love, and it's not even a lack of prayer. Sometimes, it's just a simple lack of wisdom. So let's look at our first major insight. Section 1. Character over mere potential. This brings us to one of the absolute biggest illusions out there, marrying a man solely based on what he might become in the future. You have to marry the reality, not the dream. In our source material, there's this really powerful story about a woman named Tola. Now, Tola was beautiful, educated, and hardworking, and she met a man with huge dreams. He talked endlessly about business, travel, just this grand future. But there was a massive red flag. He literally never kept small promises. If he said he'd call by 8, he called 2 days later. He delayed paying back borrowed money and actually blamed her when she brought it up. But Tola kept saying, well, at least he has vision. She married the dream guys, but she had to live with the reality. What Tola discovered after the wedding was a pretty harsh reality. A man may have dreams, sure, but does he have responsibility? Because vision without discipline is just pure frustration. A man might say he wants marriage, but can he handle pressure without becoming cruel? A man who cannot respect you or keep his word today is only going to bring frustration into your home tomorrow. So, the absolutely crucial point here is this. Look at his present behavior. A man's character today is the literal foundation of your tomorrow. Single ladies, please do not get carried away by future promises when his present behavior is actively warning you. Do not ignore present red flags just hoping for a future green light. It doesn't work that way. Listen closely to this truth. Marriage does not automatically create character. It only reveals what was already there. Let that sink in. Marriage is an amplifier. It is not a fix. If he isn't serious now, a wedding ring is not going to magically make him responsible. Section 2. Beauty opens, character keeps. Let's be entirely honest here. Beauty matters. It attracts attention, and yeah, it opens the door. But beauty cannot pay the rent. Beauty cannot settle a misunderstanding, and beauty cannot sustain a man when he feels like he's failing in life. Beauty attracts, for sure, but character is what actually keeps the home. So if beauty isn't everything, what are mature men actually looking for? Well, they're looking for peace and emotional safety. A mature man wants a woman he can actually build with. He needs a partner who offers respect, who can reason, forgive, and stand strong right beside him when life gets hard. Your attitude, your self-control, and your internal wisdom, those matter deeply. And this brings us to the immense power of the tongue and respect. Our source shares a cautionary tale of a married woman who nearly destroyed her own marriage. Her husband had lost money in a business venture, right? But instead of encouraging him, she lashed out in anger, saying, "I knew you would fail. You never listen." She spoke to him like an enemy. She later realized that one single sentence spoken in anger can damage what 1,000 apologies struggle to repair. Love without respect? It just becomes exhausting. Section 3. Never ignore red flags. This touches on one of the most painful realities many women face, ignoring warning signs. So many women stay in toxic situations out of the sheer fear of starting over. They know he lies, they know he cheats, or they know he disrespects them, but they worry about what people will say, or they feel like they've already invested way too much time. But let me tell you, the wrong man leaving is not a loss, it's deliverance. It is far, far better to start again single than to spend years crying inside a marriage. You really have to look at the fruit, not just the promises. Prayer is incredibly powerful, yes, but prayer is never an excuse to ignore wisdom. Red flags do not magically turn green just because you love someone. You got to look at his fruit. Look at how he treats people who absolutely cannot benefit him. Look at how he handles correction. Let's break down a critical difference that traps so many ladies. attention versus intention. A man giving you attention might call you every single night without ever actually planning a future. He might introduce you to his friends but offer zero real commitment. He might act jealous, yet totally refuse to take responsibility for you. Listen, attention feels good, but intention gives direction. Don't let a man enjoy husband benefits without making a husband commitment. Section 4. Guard your true identity. You know, some lessons are just better learned from another woman's story. And the ultimate lesson here is this: do not shrink to fit into a relationship. Remember, you aren't just waiting to be chosen, you are also choosing. A good man will not be threatened by your progress, he won't silence your dreams, and he certainly won't crush your light. Please don't lose yourself trying to be chosen. Section 5. Prepare for the marriage. A wedding is just one day, but a marriage? That's a lifetime. It is such a huge trap to obsessively prepare for the dress, the photos, and the bridesmaids while completely neglecting the emotional readiness required for a lifetime commitment. To truly prepare for the marriage, you've got to do the inner work. You have to heal from past wounds, learn emotional control, and understand how to forgive. You absolutely cannot enter a marriage expecting another person to fix what you refuse to confront in yourself. Marriage is beautiful, but it will expose you. So, practically speaking, what does this preparation actually look like? Well, it means preparing to build a home, not just wear a ring. This means having those real, tough conversations and making preparations for finances, intimacy, communication, and in-laws. You're preparing for a partnership, not preparing to lose your identity. The ultimate goal here is to learn to love, to forgive, and to communicate well. The whole purpose of a marriage is peace and partnership. By mastering these skills, you ensure that your love doesn't eventually turn into regret when the hard days come. To summarize our core message today about what mature men truly want, I want to share a really powerful story from the source audio. An older married woman was comforting her younger sister who was crying over a man who just kept lying and disappearing. The older sister gave her this chilling, brilliant advice. She said, "If he is already making you beg for peace while dating, what will happen when you are married and leaving becomes harder?" Wow, just wow. If this message touched you, please share it with a single lady you love. Someone may need this wisdom before making a lifetime decision. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected with Marriage Insight, because here we talk about the truth that can save hearts, homes, and futures. So before you ask, what do men really want? I want you to ask yourself, what kind of man is worthy of my future? Because the goal isn't just to be married. The goal is to be married well. The goal is peace. Thank you so much for watching this explainer.